everybody, hi, thank you again for coming out as we unveil Phase 3 of the Bala Town Data Analysis Facilities. Now, Phase 3 is a big one. You will notice behind me that we have added a second antenna onto the roof. Now, what this antenna means is that if antenna 1 was to go down, we could continue to analyze data uninterrupted. So you can imagine that's very important. So, sorry everybody, this is embarrassing. I thought I turned it off. Hello? Duffhead, what's going on, mate? I'm kind of in the middle of something here. Haha, TNS sack Scott Russo. About bloody time as well. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Ilan. Welcome to episode 17, the final episode of season 4 of The Impossible Dream with Bala Town. Today we are facing Cefn Druids in the Welsh Cup Final. A chance for a domestic quadruple, 4 trophies. That would be something special, wouldn't it? And then we'll have, of course, our end of season awards and our goal of the season competition as well. But the big news since last episode is that Scott Russo has been sacked by the news site. So a little bit like Nico Rosberg, he's got his win and then gone toddling off into retirement so that we can't get revenge. So that's really frustrating, to be honest, but it is what it is. There's 3 candidates here, the leading candidates. Ivo Vazic, currently Hearts reserves manager, looks a decent coach, to be fair to him. So he's the favourite to come in. Otherwise, it is an unemployed Dutchman, a 62-year-old, so you wouldn't imagine he'd be around for a long time. But there we go. And the other option is Barry Town's manager. Now, Barry Town's had a decent season this year. I think I would prefer him to get the job, to be honest, because I'm pretty confident that we could get the better of him if given the opportunity. You can see there Barry finished 5th this season in the league. Now, of course, the other news that you saw there at the start is the club. We've updated the data analysis facilities. Still basic analysis facilities. I mean, that's... how much have we spent on that now? Like over 150 grand, I think, to still have basic facilities. But there we go. We'll get there eventually on that one. Now, one other thing to catch you up on ahead of the cup final here is that we have made a signing for next season. That is youngster Sam York, who we've poached from Aden Lido on a free transfer. I think what I like about this guy, if we have a look at the scout report first, it's probably a good place to start here. Potentially a 4.5, almost 5-star player. What I like about him, first of all, is that he's young, but he's got really good passing, good marking, decent tackling, vision's good, positioning's good. He's basically an upgrade, I think, generally on the midfielders that we have right now. Plus he's young, plus he's Welsh, which will help in registering for European squads, of course. And he did play in the league this year, and he did okay. He did really well, as a matter of fact, a 7.24 average over 25 games. So he comes in, I would imagine, just about first team ready. For next season. Decent free kick taking as well, which is a nice little bonus. So, second signing for next season, because we saw last episode, well, these are the guys. 2 of our loanees are coming permanently, of course. George Radcliffe as the backup goalkeeper, although we could use him as first choice if it comes to that. And Ryan Burke, of course, we've got it left back, and we'll see today. He's signed permanently for next season as well. So that is everything caught up on. Otherwise, there's not too much that's happened since last episode. If we just go all the way back here, ready for the cup final, and it is Cefn Druids, as I said. We are the favourites, though our form has not been great recently, you have to say. They're in decent form, though they have been in the lower half of the split, so they've had sort of a softer run of games. 10 wins, only 1 defeat, so let's hope we don't add to that today. The scout report here, we can see Craig Harrison is the manager. Decent manager at that, to be fair. He doesn't use young players in low priority cups. Let's hope he considers this to be a low priority cup. They're adventurous, passing, playing style. Analysis report here, if I can get to that, please. There we go. This is how we're expecting them to play. Now, they beat Penybont last time out 2-0. And we can see there that goalkeeper likes to stuff around with the ball. They attack relatively evenly across the field. Passing network and their key passes are there as well. Even the key passes are a little bit all over the shop, aren't they? But this is the team. These are the heroes that we're sending out to hopefully lift a 4th cup of the season. It's Gray in goal, and it will be his last appearance. His contract's up, I think. His contract's not up, so it may not be his last appearance, but we're looking to move on from him for next season. It's Burke, it's Cooper, Reece Williams and Nichols as the back 4. It's Daniel Williams and Gosset. To be honest, he's been the best player in his position all season, so we're going to give him a start in the cup final and just see how he goes. It's Teo on the left wing. I'm recording this before last episode went out. I'm still not sure if I want to pay $2,000 to keep him for next season or not, or if we might be able to do a little bit better. So I'll get your feedback on that ahead of the transfer special. Waite and Ap Gareth make up the rest of the midfield trio there, the attacking trio. It's Nebula that goes up top. It's got to be Nebula because he scores so many goals for us. So here we go. Everybody is lining up as expected, which is good. I'm going to say, make sure you go out there, win this final for the supporters. Maybe we do that. Fans have been fantastic for us. Let's go win it for them. Everybody's gained confidence. Some calm, we have faith. And it looks like a good team talk. Let's hope it works on the pitch. And here we go. Cup final glory on the line. Looks like a decent crowd as well. And let's see what we can do. I missed where the game was being played at. Actually, you guys may have noticed that. A bit of an oversight from me there. Sorry about that. A decent start in terms of possession. Let's get creative here. We want to get the first goal, don't we? If we can manage that. This is the way we're playing. We've gone back off of hit early crosses to work the ball into the box. We'll give this a little bit of time, and if it doesn't look like it's working, if they are looking as though they're going to park the bus, which, let's face it, with that possession, just might be the case, we might look to do that, see if that makes any difference, if we can knock ourselves in a goal. It's one of these where you do get the feeling if we can take a lead, then we've got to be a chance. I did toy with the idea of putting in a Vokes or putting in a Bus and Brew on the bench, but I just think that come on, Ado, can he get a cross in? Can he get a cross in? It goes to Waite, edge of the area. It's there. It's got to be a space for Gosset. His shot knocks somebody out. It was hit so hard. There's a decent cross. Back post. Teo back, and it's Neb. Neb gets the goal. 19th of the season. Teo with the assist. And we're 1-0 up, and maybe, I did put hit early crosses on, didn't I? Yeah, maybe that was the difference. They tried to park the bus against us, and when we get the ball, look, that was a great block, wasn't it? The Gosset shot looked like it was arrowing in the bottom corner there. What a goal that would have been. But a really, really well-worked, wasn't it? Well-worked goal in the end. And it's Teo to Nebula, and that is 1-0 to the good boys in Bala town. Come on, all right, concentrate here, boys. Defend the set piece, please. It's headed away. Can we get them on the break? Waite knocks it down to Gosset. Go on, Denny boy. Come on, Denny boy. What's he got for us? He's jinking. He's driving. Can he slip a pass in? He goes wide there for Burke. Can Burke get a nice cross into the head of Nebula? It's back post. It's Ap Gareth! Ilan, Ap Gareth, 13th of the season for him. It's a quick fire double before the break. And hit early crosses has worked an absolute charm, hasn't it? Ryan Burke with the assist. It's Ap Gareth with the goal. Would it be anybody else in a big game? And it's just a really good piece of counter-attacking football. One touch from Ap Gareth to settle himself. And there we go. On the stroke of half-time as well. If we can get into the break now, we may have just broken their spirits. There we go. A cracking first half. And we are looking good to avenge, of course, the disappointment of not being invincible last episode. What do we want to say to this? I think an assertive... Don't get complacent here, boys. We'll just tell Sebneb to watch his step. We don't need to be going down to 10 men here, please. Some calm. We have faith on everybody else here. Waite, not had a great game. Let's maybe a little bit more from you, please. Some calm. We have faith for Denny Gosset. And, you know, it says a lot, doesn't it? We're how far into the game here? And it's still Denny Gosset for the big games that just seems to come in and just do a job for us. He's one of these players that just defies his attributes. Let's demand a little bit more to start the second half off here. And then we can hopefully look to give him some praise from there. We've got Allmark on the bench as well. We might look to get him on. Gosset's on a booking. I wonder. You look at the way this game is going, and possibly the one thing that could interfere with what looks to be a nice win for us might be a red card. Ap Gareth has got the ball here. Can he get a cross in? Ap Gareth. Oh, it's a penalty. It's a silly foul from Wilson, but that's what Ap Gareth does, isn't it? He's just annoying. It's really nice to have an annoying player on our team. It's going to be Ryan Burke to take the penalty. Can he wrap it up for us? Burke sticks it in, and there we go. 3-0 on the hour mark, and that should do it. Do we keep attacking? We probably don't need to. There's an argument to say in a cup final, just go and win it. Don't worry about attacking. But we've got a little bit of revenge for not being invincible. We've got to prove ourselves here, don't we? Gosset with a free kick. Back post. Reece Williams off the crossbar and over. And now we've got a set piece to defend here. Ball comes in. Oh, it's unmarked at the back post. And maybe we do just want to go and make sure we win this thing. We'll give it a show some passion. Just make sure we're not going to get complacent here. Decent ball in. We could have done a lot better defensively there, though, couldn't we? And unfortunately for Gray, he doesn't keep a clean sheet on what is, in all likelihood, his final appearance for the club. All right, I'm thinking, let's maybe get these bookings off the field just to be safe. Now that there is sort of 2 goals in it, yeah, we don't want to go down to 10 men because that we could be seeing this all end in tears for us. Reece Williams brings it out for Daniel Williams. Back for Cooper. Look at your fullback there, mate. He goes in for Williams instead. Reece, of course. He brings it forward. There's a good-looking pass out there for Teo. Can Teo knock a ball in for Allmark? Another goal now. If we were to go 3 goals up with 15 to go, that surely would be it. Ball gets played back in there for Williams in space. Daniel Williams. He goes forward for Ap Gareth. Can Ap Gareth square it? He's gone to the byline. Oh, and it is Damien Allmark. He gets his 11th of the season. Ap Gareth has had an absolute belter. A goal and, well, an assist and a penalty win, if you count a penalty win as an assist. Then he would have 2 assists and a goal over the 4 goals we've scored. A nice ball to find him in space. And just unmissable there from Allmark, wasn't it? A cracking cross from Ilan Ap Gareth. I do wonder if he's an outside chance of Player of the Year, you know. It'll be interesting to see in the end of season awards here what happens with that. But there we have it. 4 domestic cups. And let's hope we get our open bus top parade for this season, because we've won everything we could win. Well done, boys. A stunning performance. And we can only be happy with that, can't we? Well done. Well done. In the red shirts as well. It's the first thing we've won in the red shirts for a while, so that's nice to see as well.
Aussie, another trophy, mate. Fantastic season. You must be delighted.
Oh, look, Joe, am I delighted? Yeah, I mean, I'm delighted for the fans. They've earned this. Fantastic they've been all year. I'm delighted for the players, their performances. They earned this recognition. 4 trophies is nothing to sneeze at. But I won't be fully happy personally until I get my open top bus parade. I've earned it this year. I deserve it. And Bala Town Council, if you're listening, are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Well, thanks, mate. Congratulations again. Go enjoy your evening.
I mean, what do you say? What do you say? Just a very passionate, well done, boys. Enjoy your off-season. Job done. Victorious Bala Town celebrate famous quadruple. And, yeah, there we go. Welsh Cup won. I think we are undisputably the kings of Wales right now. Medals for the cup win. Everybody gets a medal. And there we go. I love that Guto Kinsey has got a trophy for winning the competition, even though he was cup tied for us and couldn't play in it for us. Maybe a little glitch in the game there, but he's earned it. That's fine. Ap Gareth, what a star in the final. He doesn't get an assist for the penalty win, but we'll give him an assist for that one. Collective bonus paid out, and there we go. That is it for the season, boys. Wait right there. We'll be right back with the end of season awards. Who will be the man of the town, the Bala Town Player of the Year? Ladies and gentlemen, it's the 2023 Bala Town End of Season Awards. Hey! Oh, thank you, everybody. Thank you. What a season it has been. Undisputed, thank you, everybody. Undisputed Kings of Wales. 4 trophies in the bank. And also close in Europe, but we gave them a fight, didn't we? We went down swinging, and that is all we can really ask for at this stage. This is, of course, the end of season awards, and I'm really looking forward to this evening. It's going to be a cracking night. But before we get any further, I think we really do need to thank the players for their efforts this year. To a man, they've been outstanding. And I think the only appropriate way to begin the night is with a hearty round of applause. Well done, guys. Cracking season. Alright, let's get down to these awards, and the first award of the evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to this year's signing of the season. And he's been with us for a few seasons, but finally, he took Bala to heart, came here permanently on a free from Cardiff City. James Waite, you are the winner of the Golden Pen. Well done. The next award is the Golden Card, awarded to this season's worst disciplined player. And this year, with an impressive 4 yellows and a single red, the winner is Connah Gosney. Next up, it's the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the player with the best pass completion. And this season, the winner has a 95% pass completion rate. Apparently, Xavi Hernandez was playing for Bala Town this season. But the winner, in fact, it's the backup goalkeeper, George Radcliffe. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the player with the most assists. And this year, with 14 assists, it's Mr. Reliable. He's always there. It's Denny Gosset. Next up, it's the Golden Anchor, awarded to the player with the best average match rating. And we have so many players this year who deserve this award. They were consistent to a man throughout the season, as you need to be to go so close to being invincible. Well, let's not talk about that anymore. But there can only be one winner, and with an average match rating of 7.47, and that includes a campaign in Europe, the winner is Rhys Williams. The next award is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's Young Player of the Year. And pretty much this is the Player of the Year award, isn't it? Because almost the entire squad qualifies for this. But there can again only be one winner. And again, the winner is Rhys Williams. Okay, it's time for one of the big ones now, the Golden Boot, awarded to this season's top goal scorer. Now, in past seasons, this has been, of course, the Luke Bussenbrew Award, but Bussenbrew, disappointing this season, mate. It's not you, spoiler alert. But with 19 goals, I'll tell you who the winner is. It's Sebastian Nebula. Well done, Seb Neb. Alright, now before we get to naming this season's Man of the Town, the Golden Star winner for Player of the Year, it is only right that we take a minute to acknowledge this season's Team of the Year. If you direct your eyes up to the board, you will see that the goalkeeper is Louis Gray. Your back four is Burke, Cooper, Rhys Williams and Nichols. Your midfield is Daniel Williams and Denny Gosset, the two Daniels in there. The number 10 is James Waite. Your wingers are Alder Neto and Ap Gareth. And the striker is Damien Allmark. Congratulations, boys. You've all had cracking seasons. Well done. Alright, and now it is time for the big one, the Golden Star for this season's Player of the Year, as voted by you, the fans. And I can tell you, it was not a close vote this year. 77% of the vote the winner got. And the winner is Rhys Williams. So there we have it. Congratulations to Rhys and the rest of the winners. It's been a fantastic evening, and 77% of the vote is a ridiculous number. So congratulations. Unanimous, I think, is the word that comes to mind. But as I said, that is it for this evening. Thank you for all of you in the auditorium. Thank you for you watching at home. I look forward to seeing you back all again next season as we look to go one win better or one less defeat better, become invincible, win all trophies again, and maybe give the Champions League a bit of a shake in Europe as well. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy your evening. So there we go, Rhys Williams absolutely cleaning up 77% of the vote. I don't remember a vote that big in a long time, so well done to him. It was James Waite second with 13%, and Ap Gareth did get a mention in the top three there with 7% of the vote, but it was Rhys Williams, hands down, the player of the season as voted by the fans. Now, the goal of the season given by the game was Damien Allmark. We'll get back to that in just a second. We have our own competition for that, of course. Signing of the season, James Waite, a free transfer from Cardiff. It was nice to see him join us permanently, and I think he was good, wasn't he? Rhys Williams, Young Player of the Year. I'm pretty sure our entire squad is eligible for that award, so it's probably fair enough he wins it if he was Player of the Year as well. Though I'd rather it be somebody different. If you win Player of the Year, you don't get Young Player. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Seb Neb, not goal of the season, top goal scorer with 19 goals. Rhys Williams, highest average match rating with 7.47. Denny Gosset, still the assist king, 14 for this year. Radcliffe, the backup goalkeeper, 95%. I think he can misplace one pass all year. So there we go. That is absolutely incredible. Most Player of the Match awards, we don't give it out on the night, but James Waite and Ap Gareth with 6 led the way there. Golden card was a tight one. Connah Gosney had 4 yellows as well, which puts him on a tie with Joe Lewis. I wasn't sure. I can't remember how I consistently told the tiebreak. If it's games played or if a red card should overrule a yellow card. So I ended up going with Connah Gosney because he had a red card as well. And that shows real dedication to winning the golden card if you can get reds and yellows. Team of the Year, I think it's just about fair enough. Gray in goal for his final appearance. I don't really disagree with anybody. Nichols over Bakary at right back, maybe controversial. Allmark ahead of Sebneb up top, again, maybe controversial, though the fact he came through the club probably means that he's a fan favourite. Neto on the left, it'll be his final last season with us, so it's good to see him get a bit of recognition there as well. Season in review. It's difficult to be anything other than thrilled to bits with this season, isn't it? We got through one round again of the Champions League, just went out to Legia Warsaw, we just went out to Club Brugge in the Europa League, we did manage to get all the way to the quarterfinals of the Euro 2 Cup before we just went out to Nice. I'm still bitter I just didn't go more defensive early in that game. And then we clean sweep of the domestic leagues. The game of the season, a 6-2 trouncing of Barry Town, and the moment to forget, that final game of the season against the New Saints. What a piss off that is. But we'll go again next season and see if we can go invincible there. Average attendance 11% full. I think that is an increase on last season, so that's good. And of course 37 players used is the highest in the league. That is the Aussie Villain Trophy. Club vision for next season, make the most of set pieces. We tend to do that without trying. Work within a wage budget, we do that. End of next season, win the Premier League. Champions League, second qualifying round minimum is required. So we're stepping up a little bit there. Training facilities will be completed next season as well. And then we want to win silverware, and we'll sort of go on from there, continue to be the Welsh champions. Be interesting to see with the new coach at the New Saints, first of all, who they hire, and then, how they do. Louis Gray, as I said, will probably be leaving. Williams and Waite, they're hopefully be with us for a long time to come yet. We can see there the rest of the highly influential players. A lot of turnover, and it's going to be an interesting summer for us, as a matter of fact. We'll do the end of season meeting off camera. If we have a look at what we've got coming up for next season, these are the players that played. Obviously, Louis Gray played a lot of games. He was fine. I just think we can probably do better than him. Rhys Williams, Waite, Ap Gareth played us. Look at how many games he played. For someone who I signed as a joke, or just so he wasn't playing against us, he turned out to be quite an important player, didn't he? Connor Parsons, I'm wondering if we've moved past Connor Parsons for next season. He wasn't great this year. He was okay in the league, I guess, but didn't really do it in Europe. Bakary is another one. I wonder if we could strengthen it right back, though he has been good. But again, he's not going to win a Champions League for us, is he? So we are going to have to strengthen eventually. Bussenbrew is the big one. Have we seen the end of Luke Bussenbrew as a Bala Town player? It's difficult looking at his attributes to say anything other than goodbye, isn't it? Because he didn't have a great year this year. 28 games, only 12 goals. That's a massive drop-off. Neto's another one. He will be leaving. Again, just doesn't do it for us at the top level anymore, and he's actually going downhill a little bit. So contract up, that's an easy one, I think, in the end. Williams, Nichols, we can see all the guys that played lots of games. We had lots of games this year. So if we have a look down the bottom here, guys we aren't using, I think more he's a youngster that's never really come along for us. He came through with Allmark, and he just clearly has not had the same sort of career. Marty Anderson's another one. I think we'll look to move him on. We signed him. He's a high potential player. He's just not quite. He hasn't had the game time, to be fair to him. We've been unable to get him out on loan. Mark James, I'm not giving up on Mark James just yet, but writing's on the wall. Kingsley, we signed him late on, and he's looking as though he could be a star for us. Muddy Moo, Jones, Taylor, Garrick, all these guys I think we'll say goodbye to. Sam Vokes, we might try and keep him as a youth coach. Ridigan Williams, I mean, he just is what he is. Denham is another one I think we might try and get rid of this summer. Callum Watts is another one. I think basically any midfielder we haven't seen regularly, I think we'll just look to get rid of, because we're going to be trying to upgrade them constantly. Henry Jones is a useful player for us. Backheel Benny is useful for us as well, actually. So I think we'll probably look to keep him. He can still develop a little bit more as well. We know he's staying. Teo's a big one. I don't know what to do with him just yet. We'll wait and see maybe when we get our wage budget. And then moving up from here, Ewan Dixon is a club-trained player, so he'll be staying. Serafino, is it time to say goodbye to Serafino? Maybe it is. Daniel Evans, I want to keep, and then we're going up now into players that are sort of useful for us, and we will know we want to keep. Kirk Buckland's another one, actually. He's a youngster that came through this system as striker. Looks like he could be a decent target man, really high potential. He's someone I want to give game time to at our club next year rather than loaning him out. So that's another one sort of to look forward to there. And I don't know, Romario Vieira, if his writing's on the wall as well. It's 24. I don't know if he's ever going to develop more than where he's at right now, but he is useful, so I'm not actively going to look to get rid of him. It probably depends how we go. Of course, next episode will be the transfer special. It's a really tight balancing act we've got to walk between upgrading all the players and still wanting to keep some sort of cohesion there for the start of the season. If we look at the goal scorers, Seb Neb and Mylan from Ap Gareth, second top goal scorer. Didn't realise he was quite that good. Buston Brew got the job done, but yeah, just not convinced by him anymore. If we look at, I think the main problem we have, and it's going to be very difficult for you to see, but if I can find the European competition. So in the second cup here, the Euro Cup, 9 games, but 1 off the bench, 2 goals. We need better than that from a striker if he's going to be playing for us. So I do wonder if it is time for him. Allmark had a good season, 11 from 20 starts. And then Reece Williams, 10 goals for a defender. 1 in 4 as a defender is absolutely insane, isn't it? If we look at assists, Gosset led the way ahead of Waite. Ap Gareth had a good season, so did Jake Nichols. Burke had a good season in terms of assists. Bakary, Ilan did fine as well. Parsons, another one, do we keep Parsons? And all the way down there. And average match ratings, Denny Gosset didn't quite play enough games to win the trophy, but a 7.86 from 18 starts and 3 off the bench is very, very impressive indeed. And we can go all the way down. Look at all these greens. I mean, you're going all the way down to the likes of Bus and Brew. Kind of says a story there, doesn't it? And then guys basically that we're going to get rid of. So, just a really, really good all-round season, that one. Really, really pleased with it. Let me know how you guys think. And if you did enjoy the season, don't forget to hit thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. And as I say, we'll be back next episode for transfer specials. We look to go again next year. Now, goal of the season time. Now, the way this works, if you haven't seen this before, there will be the Allmark goal given by the game, plus 3 others I deem worthy of goal of the season. At the end of the video compilation, there'll be a little eye at the top of the screen there. Vote for your favourite, and we will judge our own goal of the season. But before that, a couple of honourable mentions to look back on. Maybe not goal of the season worthy, but definitely worth a second look. Until next time, guys, I've been Aussie Villan. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. And here are our top 4 goals for the 22-23 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.